Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So in our last video, we have worked for the transaction table. I mean, we have borrow book, right? We have worked for the borrow book.php. Here you can see we have echo that your request has been sent to the librarian. We'll actually said that okay, everything will be added, but the return date will be set by the admin, right? So now we will actually do this for the admin. So I will add one more button here in the admin table. You want to actually create a file for the admin. So here I will say that okay, or view transaction, okay, transactions.php. So the file name is view underscore transactions.php. If I go to the browser in the database, here you can see we have a return date and the table name is transactions. So here that's why actually I have create a file view transactions. Now here actually we'll actually go to the admin dashboard, and here I will actually add a button, okay, here, and I will say that okay, I need anchor tag here, and I will say that let's say I want to actually add a navigation bar, okay. So I will click here, I will create here a nav bar. So here actually I want to set ul and li, okay. So in the li actually I want to add anchor tag. So here I will say that okay, actually I want to add a link here for the view transaction. So I will say here view transactions.hp, and here actually I want to say that view transactions, okay. And if I go to the dashboard, admin all php files, and here in the dashboard, okay, we have to log in as admin. So let me just log in, and here you can see we're in the dashboard and we have an option here view transaction. So it will actually took me to the view transaction.php. So here actually we will see, and we will actually add return date, okay. So we'll fetch all the data here. So let me just do some css for it. So here I will go in the style, I'll say, in the head section I will add a style, and here I will say that this I want to set a class for it, nav bar, there's admin nav bar, okay, admin nav bar. So actually I want to copy it, and I want to give a dot, and it's this class, and I will say that okay, uh, the nav bar ul li, I want to say that list item, this style now. Now if I go back, you can see there is no style, and actually I want to set the dot navbar. I want to set display as flex, or I want to actually set the width of let's say 300 pixel, and flex direction column, and I want to set a background color green ish. Okay, so we have this, and let's say I want to actually give her 200 pixel refresh. Okay, so you are admin, and we have here view transaction, and actually I want to set the color, text color is white. What is this? Okay, white, and refresh. Okay, I have to actually go here, and I have to say that anchor tag, I will say uh color white, refresh. Okay, so you have view transition here, and actually I want to say the text decoration, and none, text decoration. Okay, so we have here and you can say here welcome to admin dashboard. And here, okay, so everything is all right here, right? We have logout button, we have view transition, so it will actually put me to the view transition. Okay, so I will go to the view transition, and here I want to fetch all the data from the transition table. So here actually I want to write PHP script, and I want to start connection. So session first, and then connection. So include eb dot php. I have to give here quotation like this, and now let me just copy some other stuff from here, and let me copy all of them from here, and let me paste it here. Okay, and we will check that if the session is set, then role admin, then let me remove it from here. So we'll actually I want to actually select start from books. So the table will be uh, transactions. Transactions. Okay, then everything is done here. Location, and dashboard. Okay, so everything is done. Now let me just go here, and actually I want to copy everything from here. I mean the whole HTML. Okay, uh, okay, copy. Go here. Let me just cut it. Okay, everything is all right here. We just have to change the uh, so I will say here user ID, and we just have to set the return date. Okay, status. So here everything will be all right, and we just have to echo the column of names. So column name is user ID. We'll say here book ID, and then issue date, then return date. What can I say here? Okay, we have returned it, so let me just remove it. This is also so okay. Uh, you have to say here return date. And we have status. Okay, and now if I refresh here, it failed to open systems. Okay, so you just have to give a double dot. That's yes. Okay, so here you can see all the book ID and status is here. So actually I'm going to add update button and delete button here. Okay, so here actually I want to add action button. So here I will say that th action, and this is also action, and actually I want to set here two more td. So this will be elite. So actually I want to set it like this, href defines a hash, and here I want to say that wait, and let me copy it. I want to say that elite. Okay, and I want to set a class for the button, and there is update, and I want to set a class for the button, that is delete, or no problem, delete. I want to access them here in the style tag, so I will say here dot update dot delete. So I will say decoration, background color, let's say green, and let me just copy it here. I will say red. So let's check, refresh. Okay. So we have update and delete option. So now, okay, we just have to say here delete, refresh. Okay, and actually I want to set the color white. Okay, so we have update and delete button. So when we will actually update, that time actually will update the return date also, right? Okay, so here everything is done. Now actually we will create two more button. I mean two more PHP file. So one for the it update transaction, or yes, update um, sections dot php, and I need one more file, and there is um, delete delete transaction dot php. Okay, so when it will actually click on update, it will actually go to the update slash sorry underscore transactions dot php, and here actually it will go to the it transactions and say see transactions dot php. So both of them actually will carry book ID with them. So I say here question mark and then book ID. So I will say here uh, let's say ID is equal to dollar no ID, right? ID. Okay, and actually I just need to echo it. That's why I need PHP script here, PHP echo, and here I just need to stop it. Okay, and go back. I hope there is no error. Update. Okay, now actually we can get the ID, right? Okay, so let me just copy it. Actually, I want to paste it for the delete purpose also. Now, go back. We go for the delete. It also taking the value. Okay, so everything is all right here. Now, actually, we will do update and delete for the all of them. So for the update, we will go here, and for the update, actually, let me go to the top of the page, and let me just copy all of them right here. I'll paste it here, and I will check that if we set user ID and the admin, then now actually I will okay, so I will actually create HTML here. Okay, can I just only update can I just only work for the update? I mean, if somebody I mean if the admin actually want to update, he can actually only update the return date, right? So actually I will update the return date only. So here I don't need anything except what can I say, except the date, right? So here I will say that okay, I need a form, and here I will say that action should be same page. So update uh, transaction transactions.php, and here the method will be post. Okay, and here I just only want to say that I will actually give an input text, and name would be update date, I mean return date. Here I will set required. Okay, and I want actually placeholder, use placeholder. So I will actually show the date format. So here you can see the date format. So let me just copy it. Date format. Okay, let's say here date format. Date format. Format. Date format. So this is the date format, and now I will add one more uh, type submit button. Name will be submit. Okay, and actually I want to value, add value. So I will say here value update. Now let's. Okay, so the thing is, it will actually lead it to the same page, and actually I'm getting the ID. Okay, so okay, so I have to take here one more thing, and that is I'm checking that if the user is ID or not. Sorry, user ID is admin or not. So if admin, then actually it will enter here. Okay, uh, it will enter here, and here actually we will do update query. Okay, but we need field values, so we'll actually only update the field value of this field. Okay, this text field return date. Okay, so copy, and we'll check if we set. We'll say that if we set dollar underscore post, we'll say submit, because our button name is submit. Okay, and we will say that if we set post submit, we'll actually enter here, and we will also we'll actually take a variable return date, and here I will actually say that dollar underscore post, and here the variable name also. That's it. Okay, and we will actually do all the infills here. Now everything is all right, and here I actually want to say dollar. I'll say here if dollar underscore get the variable, so we will actually pass the variable from here, right? Okay, so this is the ID. So actually I will say it ID. So actually I want to set it as transaction ID. Okay, and I want to copy it, and I want to uh, paste it for this ID also. So like this, and actually I want to set the if we get any transaction ID, then actually I want to set the variable transaction ID is equal to uh, dollar underscore get transaction ID. So we have we got the transaction ID. Okay, we have passed through URL, and then it will actually uh, it, show us the form, and actually we want to when we actually submit the form, then our ID will be lost because our ID is from the get method, right? So actually we have to pass the ID through this PHP script also. So I mean this action also. So I will say here post ID transition ID is equal to, we just have to write here PHP script, and just echo the uh, transition ID. Okay, a dollar transition ID. That's it. and let's check if it is working or not. So here we just have to update the table, right? So I will say here update the table. So the table name is transactions set. So let me just copy it. I'll say that set return date is equal to will actually the dollar return date. Okay, and we'll say that where the so we need the transaction ID also, right? So where dollar where actually I would say where ID is equal to, because we know in our table it's actually ID, right? Okay, so where ID is equal to, I'll actually say transaction ID. So dollar uh, transaction ID. Okay, that's it. And the result will be executed. If not, we'll actually paste the error. Else, we'll show that we'll actually go to the view transition.php. Okay, so we'll say header. We'll actually go to the view transitions.php. Okay, we just have to say a location, and you just have to give colon, and you just have to give a double quotation and colon. So we have set the location to view transactions.php. Okay, so now let's go and check if it is working or not. We'll go to the, let's say this one. So we actually want to set the return date. So our the date was issue date was 4. Okay, so we'll actually set issue date 7, let's say. So I will say 25 3, right? Okay, 03. So 2025 03 07. If I click on update, so here I can see we got the return date, right? So actually return date set by the admin, and admin can also delete the request also. So we'll actually delete. Now actually we'll do for the delete transaction. So if somebody click on delete, so it will actually bring ID. Let me just remove it. So here you can see it's bring ID. So we just have to copy all the things from the previous session, and here just need to copy all of them. Okay, done. Paste it. We've set the admin and include the, okay, and actually I will do here query, and that is actually I want to cut it from here. I want to paste it here, and I want to set that if the role is admin, and then I will actually check that if is set um, dollar underscore get variable. So let me just go for the update transaction, and I have made a mistake here. So I will say if is set. Yeah, I should use here a function if is set, and we just have to give here one more like this. Okay, and we have to let me just copy it from here, right? Okay, so I'll actually copy it from here and paste it here. Okay, and we have everything here, and okay, and we will get the transaction ID. Okay, and if okay, and now actually I don't need this if condition here, so I will say delete. And so delete from transaction table, right? Transactions, delete from transaction where ID is equal to the ID dollar transaction ID. And we'll execute the query. Else we'll say okay, that's it. So now actually need to remove this. Okay, let me just cut it from here, and actually I want to paste it Yeah. Okay. Now everything is done here, and we have execute the query, delete query. Okay. Now we'll check if it is working perfectly. So let's say I want to actually delete this request because I have find that okay, the one I mean same user actually a request for multiple books, okay, multiple copies. So actually I want to delete it. Here you can see I have deleted and I have delete once more. So let's say I want to delete the third one also. Okay, so this is how actually I can update it. Now in our next video actually we will show that how user actually can track the return date. Okay, I mean user actually will know that okay, admin actually accept his request, right? So in our next video we'll do this. Okay, so thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.